Good morning, everybody. It's Shelly. Hope you're having a good Friday morning. I'm headed to the grocery store today. So today I was just going to talk about, if you know anything about Abraham Hicks and Esther Hicks, you know that ask and it is given, ask, believe, receive, that sort of thing. So I listened to a video this morning, and her query, the gal that ended up in the hot seat and in this particular video was asking basically like, what is Esther's process to get those answers from Abraham? And Esther said, well, Abraham said, because it was Esther channeling Abraham, Abraham said that what Esther does is she sits down at her computer and she asks a question, and then she gets into her meditative state and channels, and then Abraham answers it through typing, which I can totally relate to because I love doing my tarot and energy readings typing because I feel like it flows better for me. I love writing. I love typing. That's my vehicle, I guess you would say, for studying, learning, channeling, reading. Like that's what I click with, you know. So to find out what your thing is I always go back to high school. Like, what did you do to study for a test? Did you just read the content? Are you a visual person? Did you need to write it down? Were you better at like looking at the pictures and putting the story together? Excuse me. Were you better at solving problems, like math problems, like whatever it was? You can turn that into your connection with source. And so, you know, I love doing automatic writing where I just like start writing things down, handwriting, or doing it on the computer and typing. It's like a new era we're in. It's like everybody thinks you have to be so connected that you have to handwrite. No, you can type. You can use your word processor on your computer and type it out. You can type it out in email. You can type it out in Messenger. My tarot readings are done in Messenger for the most part. I don't even do a spread. I just draw the cards and I know what each card represents, and I just do the reading that way. Gosh dang it, I got like a hair right in my face. I'm trying to grow my bangs out, and I'm thinking about just chopping them again because it just seems like I always have hair in my face now. Anyways, it's just a really good little exercise to do. And she was talking about just having the faith in source energy that you're connected to, that it's going to come through and answer your question. She was talking about how in the beginning, she didn't really trust the whole Abraham thing. And so they wanted to put it to a test with some friends because they just had a handful of friends that knew about her channeling at that time. And they said, well, what we'll do is we'll go hiking, and then you guys use Abraham to find us. And so the people left to go hiking and were gone for like an hour or so. And then Jerry and Esther set out to go find them. And they ended up like, you know, Esther was channeling and say, we'll go to this location. And they'd end up like at a corner store. And they're like, this doesn't make any sense. And then the next one, they'd end up at a trailhead, but they weren't there. And then they would, you know, oh, well, let's go to this, you know, and then they end up in a neighborhood. Well, after several hours, they finally met up with their friends. They found them using the channeling, but it was just like after the fact, and it was just like, this isn't working. And then their friends said, well, where did you go? And, oh, we went to this convenience store. We went to this trailhead. We ended up in this neighborhood. And they were like, we were at all those places. You just missed us every time. So it's like, it works. It just wasn't right in time. Like they stopped at that convenience store to grab water bottles. And then they went to that neighborhood to find a trail and they didn't find it. And then they went to another trailhead and decided not to do that one. So it's like when you trust, when you start trusting that source energy and that intuition, then you can just like write down an answer. I mean, write down a question, say like, or put it out there mentally, or, you know, however it is, it works for you, you can put it out there and then ask for the answer. Like I have an oracle book. You ask the book a question and then you just like you just flip through the pages and open a page and there's your answer. And so it's the same thing. You can use any vehicle. Like you can say, oh well, that's just a silly book. No, but it can really work. I can ask a question and reach into my tarot. I've got my little pouch here with my tarot cards. I can ask a question and reach in there and grab a card and follow that intuition, follow that energy in that reading. So it's important to know that you have that in you. I think about the Dorothy and Wizard of Oz. The truth is you had that power all along. You didn't need the ruby slippers to get there. It's fun to wear those ruby slippers, but you don't need them to find your way. So I just challenge you all this weekend, all of the people that are watching me. I usually have like 6 or 8 views per video. I'm sure this is really gonna make a difference. But to challenge yourself to do that. Do some automatic writing, write down something, just ask for it. Like she said a fun little game to do too is like go out into the world today and just ask for something. And don't make it like, $1 million or something that you're like, I thought of like, I just want to see some horses today. So does that matter to me? Yeah, it would be great to see some horses today. But if it doesn't happen, it's not a big deal. But because I've put that out there, I know I'll see some horses today. I'll have some sort of interaction. My mind goes back to when I went grocery shopping several weeks ago, and in the parking lot, these people were putting their groceries in their car, and they had this little tiny horse trailer behind their vehicle, and I was like, is that really a like miniature horse trailer? And he goes, yeah, it is. And I'm like, is there anything in it right now? And he goes, no. He goes, but we have a miniature donkey and we have goats, and that's what we usually haul around. I just have to the car right now. It's just like, that's so awesome, because I am like a pony person. I grew up with horses and I always preferred ponies. To this day, I would rather have a big pony than a big love ponies. They're just so much fun. And I like being closer to the ground. So if and when I do get thrown, I don't have to fall very far. But anyways, but I just know that going out into the world today, I'll see some horses and it'll be a fun, pleasant experience. So I put that out there. So you could put that out there. Like today you'd like to, I don't know, see your dream car. So you'll be out in the world and you'll see it. And, but put it out there in a little bit more intense way. So maybe you talk to the driver, or maybe you park next to it in the parking lot or something like that. Like there's all these amazing ways that you can connect with these little things, but just put it out there and kind of let go of it. Don't just be like, oh, I gotta see that car. I equate that to like the waitress thing. You don't go into a restaurant and order your food, and then every time you see the waitress, hey, did you remember I want the eggs? Did you remember that I want the bacon? You don't know. You might ask her if it's been 20 minutes and you've seen other people get their food. Hey, what's going on with our food? Just to check in on it. But you're not gonna obsessively bug her about what you ordered and make sure they know how you want your eggs and you need this, and you know what I mean? Like you order something, you order a pizza, and then you know that it's coming, that you're going to get it delivered to your door. You don't order the pizza and then go down to the pizza place and make sure that they're putting every single thing correctly on the pizza. No, because that's their business. That's what they do. That's the universe's business. Like you've asked to see horses today, so the universe is out there stirring it up, so you're going to see horses today, or stirring it up so you're going to see your dream car today, or stirring it up so you're going to meet some really cool people at the meeting today, or whatever it is. So put that out there and see how it goes, and do some automatic writing or some automatic meditating. Ask a question and then start calming your mind and bring in some answers, however that works for you. It might be, I want to know, like, should I take this job? And then you could just go on YouTube and type in, should I take the job? And then click on the first video and see what it says. Like that, you know, if that feels right to you, then that can be the answer. And have fun during the whole thing. Don't go out there saying, I need to, you know, see horses, and then, oh, well, I better drive by where all the horses are. No, go out there, have fun, enjoy the day, and it'll just happen for you. It'll just happen for you. That's a cool little experiment. That was like one of the first law of attraction experiments I ever did. The first time I watched The Secret, it said, picture something, and they gave an example of an orange. Picture an orange and then see how long it takes for you to see that orange. And obviously you don't want to pick, like, you know, you have a bowl of oranges in your kitchen, but something that isn't typical. And so what I picked was an like comfy black chair. I don't know why I picked that, but that's what came to mind. And then, like, I don't even think it was like an hour and a half later, we went to check out a new bookstore, and I came around a corner and there was that black comfy chair. And I like grabbed Scott. He probably thought I was crazy. And I was like, check this out. That's what I was picturing. This really works. If it can work on a black chair, it can work on your dream job. It can work on your dream car. It can work on getting a better body. It can work on getting a better bank account. Like, it just as easy as me picturing that chair and then finding that chair an hour later can be the dream car. You know, I've told the story about me getting my car. It happened in like less than 10 days when I finally believed and opened up to all the possibilities and let go of all of the struggle and strife about it. So anyways, I'm going to go. I got to go grocery shopping. I was going to do this little 5-minute video, and here I am 12 minutes in. You guys have a great Friday. Have a great weekend, and I will probably be back on Monday because creating happy Mondays. Have a good one. Like, subscribe, hit the bell. Bye.